precept to start off with.
All right. Hey, Shalom. All right, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah. All right, as always, double honors to our apostles, that is a great millstone who are well and taught us his truth through the Spirit, Rakah. And as always, salutations to the Zaquani and Wa'achim, all right, across the four corners of the earth, that's teaching his truth and sincerity, faith, and honesty. All right, pretty much, we the brothers from GMS Temple Bay 12, all right, the camp out here in Temple, Florida, in the heart of Babylon, the belly of the beast. All right, just with a quick sit down, through the Spirit, empower Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. All right, concerning, like the title says, man, everybody got missiles, man. So this fear tactic, I think that's Isaiah 14. This fear tactic that America is putting out, Isaiah 14, I believe. It says, matter of fact, somebody just get
I'm in 13, so yeah. We're in 14.
14, I think 12, 11, I believe. Where pretty much, Esau Edom, okay, he's being exposed. And he's being as weak as the nations, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Okay, and he can't hide himself. And that's also Habakkuk 2. Matter of fact, Habakkuk 2 from the top of the shop. Habakkuk 2, yeah, hold that from the top of the shop. Okay, because right now the whole thing is nuclear capability, man. All right, and America is losing this nuclear arms race. All right, whether you believe it or not, if you're not keeping up with the news, you can't know. But the prophets, we're watching these things, man, and we can see this, man. Okay, and pretty much, okay, they're deceiving you with this media. Okay, but ultimately, all right, America is losing the nuclear arms race, man.
Yeah, as a whole, it's like as a whole, because America, ultimately, if you understand the scriptures and prophecies, everyone's going to come up against America. So when the brothers say that they're losing the nuclear race, cause don't get it wrong, America, they got nukes, all right, but as a whole, all the other nations that are going to come up against America, they far exceed, all right, the nuclear capabilities of America. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go ahead and get that real quick.
Mike?
Yeah, and then you're going to read what you got real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
So this is going to be in the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work." Right,
and that's the Most High. Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, all right, who Job, the 12th chapter, tell you, okay, he created man in his spirit, okay? All right, so the Most High created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire. The Most High created the end from the beginning, man. Okay? And we're coming into the end of rulership. We're coming into an end of a period of where, wickedness is going to be put at an end. All right? Where righteousness is getting ready to flourish, man. And this is why everybody bugging out. Okay, everybody's trying to get trying to beat a red light. Everybody's trying to beat a red light, trying to make it, But guess what, man? Ultimately, these are the demons that's on these people, man. Because going back to the time of Yahushai, okay, they said, is it your time? Is it the time where you're gonna, pretty much
all come to torment us before that time?
That's right.
Are you talking about the disciples?
No, that's right.
Okay,
that's right.
okay.
Right, because it wasn't that time, but now we're coming into that time because they know that their time is up. And going back to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter says the vision is set for a appointed time. So we're coming into the time where the Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And that's ultimately going to start by these thermonuclear missiles being shot off to destroy Babylon the Great. Okay, and if you don't know what Babylon the Great is today, then Lord's will, you be a part of the elect and you receive the word that we're speaking. Okay, because it's obvious. All right, go ahead.
So again, Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that smith being the people who have made the nuclear missiles.
That's right.
All right.
Right.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I'll finish off.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Right. And what is that instrument? What is that waster to destroy? That waster to destroy is the thermonuclear missiles. Okay, when you read into 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, the Lord always spoke about missiles, man. He said, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow." All right. Go ahead and get what you got, man.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right, and what is that talking about? Esau, Edom. The Lord have laid the snare, okay, for this man to be caught up in his own trap. His own trap was the thermonuclear missiles. Oh, I got missiles. You know, ain't nobody gonna stop us. You know, but guess what? Russia got missiles now. Iran got missiles now. India got missiles now. North Korea. So forth and so on. China, and not only that, but these are global powers that actually, okay, that's making moves, man. Okay. You ain't doing this, bro. Go ahead.
It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Right, speaking of the heathens, go ahead.
All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right, and how are they becoming weak? What's that, Joel, the 3rd chapter? Okay. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, get that real quick. Brother up.
Yeah, so real quick, so Joel chapter 3, I'll start at verse 9 and read on down, just get to the point. It says, Joel 3 and 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong.
And that's what's going on. Iran is not backing down. You know, Iran is not backing down, man. When have you had news, and then your local Jake, okay, that's next door, is talking about World War III. Okay, he's talking about Iran. You know, all right. This is it's at the door, and the Lord spoke about these things. What 2 Esdras 9?
If I may add, a good point that brother just made, because when have you seen that? Because here it is that we've been going into war with Afghanistan, Iraq, invading all these other countries, and nobody had nothing to say. Nobody had said nothing about World War III. None of these countries was even thinking about retaliating, man. So it goes to show you what time we living in, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that wasn't something that would even be thought of back in the day. But now everybody seems like they can get that licking. You know, because they got Big Brother Russia or whatever on their, you know, they got their back, so
they got the guard.
You know, you said it. They got the guard behind them, so you know what? Do something, bust them move.
That's why the scriptures say, "How has the hammer?
Hammer
the earth?" And then it hammer the earth being America. Look, everybody's standing up against the bully now, man. It's like everybody taking a stand against the biggest bully in the class, man.
I got that scripture just to put it out. Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Right. And the hammer is what? The hammer is America, which is Babylon the Great.
And it says it right here. How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Right. What's it being desolate? That's why we brought out in Isaiah, backing the brother up in Isaiah the 14th chapter.
Yeah, finish that.
America is becoming a desolation because everybody got missiles now, bro. Okay, your scare tactics is not working. Okay, Russia is here it is. Our elder apostle elder apostle Hart. Okay, he just did a video where pretty much the Russian ship was 100 feet away from America's warship, man. Yep. But what does that symbolize? That symbolizes we are not afraid. Okay, we're not backing down. Okay, and that's why Isaiah 14. Go ahead and get it real quick, because it goes into we are how God's become as weak as we were. Right. Go ahead.
Back in Isaiah 14:10 it says, "Art thou also become weak as we?
Yep.
Art thou become like unto us?"
Yep.
Verse 11. Thy pomp, if the brother can get the blue there on that, Isaiah 14:11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
So your kingdom, so your kingdom is ultimately coming to an end, man. Ultimately, okay, whether it's economically, okay, ultimately Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is destroying Babylon the Great, okay, and it's economically, it's physically, spiritually, okay, whether you want, all right. Guess what? Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is doing His will. He's making up the house of David, okay, all right, okay, and he's according to Revelations the 17th chapter, Okay, he's gathering your own allies against you, man. Okay, so it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on to where, okay, if you're not in the spirit, if you can't see the things spiritually, you gonna bug out. It's obvious that America is Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
Khan, the Hebrew word is Ga'awan. Ga'awan, and it states exaltation, majesty, pride.
That's what
Pride is
pride.
brought down to the grave.
That pump.
That pump. Yep, that pride, man.
You know, when you graduate, you know, they play that song, Pomp and Circumstance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because His Majesty, you walking down, you made it, you the shit. You know, yeah, pomp. You know, stupid. Joe Budden. Yeah, Majesty, pride. I mean, that's basically what it means, right? Yeah.
Hey, real quick, because it's in the precept, the chapter before this, and I was holding this. We can go through this as the spirit goes. Where is it? This is Revelation, or it's like Isaiah, chapter 13, and where is this? Like here.
John, because real quick, while you find it, if I may add, you know, through the spirit, you know, you call you how about shot. The point is that everybody has weapons, man. Nobody's afraid of Babylon the Great no more. Nobody's afraid of this horde that sitteth upon the beast, man. Nobody's afraid of her no more, man. Why? Because everybody is nuclear capable. Okay, everybody has missiles, bro, and that's the point of America receiving, all right, the destruction. Okay, it's called Revelation 18. The sins of this place have reached into the heavens. It have reached, bro. It's not about us, bro. And that's the point. You know, you coming up against the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. You going into the call, bro. But the thing is, bro, your sins have reached into the heavens. The Most High is smelling your iniquities, man. So now you have to pay for the things that you have done, not only on the planet Earth, but to the nation of Israel, which and ultimately the elect.
A lot to pay for.
No, a lot. I just, you know, want to say that.
This is a precept going with what the brother just finished saying. This is Isaiah going back to the pomp, the pride, right? The pride that's getting stopped on these devils. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 11. And it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease."
Right, and how is that happening? How that's happening physically. The Lord is causing the arrogancy of the proud to cease by everybody having missiles, man.
We're not scared no more. Like,
No,
okay, we got what you got.
Yeah, no. Every time, like I all through the spirit part, y'all about to me outside. But the spirit on me. Every time you see Kim Jong-un, this dude got a smile on his face. You know? Why is he so happy?
He does, yeah.
Why is he so happy? Because he's nuclear capable. Okay?
And going, the reason, you know, going back to World War II, all right, the reason that the war ended is because America dropped them atomic bombs. That was it. All right. Now America dropped one nuclear bomb, it's over for them. You know, Russia got that dead man switch. So you can't just do that. You can't just drop some some bombs and then you think that's gonna be the end of the story. All right.
And if I can say, that's why back in Jeremiah 50, that I brought out, that's why it says, "Put yourself in array against Babylon. All you that bend the bow, shoot at her, spared no arrows." You know, so all these nations are going to shoot everything they have against Babylon, and they don't. America does not want to fight. You know, that's why it says, "The least of the flock shall draw them out." You know, going into the apostles in the land of Israel. You know, something's going to happen where someone's going to be provoked, and America's going to be forced to go to war. But they don't want to fight. The people in the country itself, they don't want to go to war. You know, and these are the men that are fighting in the wars that go to overseas. So they don't want to fight here. They don't want to fight over there. You know.
Ultimately, America, they're all about, because again, they're the bullies of the earth. All right, so they're all about just bullying people and invading them. But when what happens when a bully encounters somebody that stands up for themselves? They take a step back, just like you just seen what Trump did with Iran. Here it is that Trump said, if they do something, they retaliate, we gonna hit them heavy. And this nigga got up on the podium and folded like a piece of paper, man. Which we understand it's all through the spirit of power, how much much like, because it ain't the time to shit. But nonetheless, this the Most High bringing them prophecies to pass.
And that's real quick. That's a small example of the Lord humbling him. You know, going into the ecstasy of the prideful deceits. You know, Trump had to humble himself. You know, saying, oh, hey, we, trying to be all, political. What's all they talking about?
Connie, who is he getting that word from? He getting that word from the elites.
Ultimately from the Most High.
Ultimately.
Like Scripture say that the Lord worketh in the king's hearts, man. The Lord tells him, hey, Esau ain't doing nothing of his own accord, man. The Most High, this is the Most High's movie, man. This ain't Esau's movie. Esau's just a puppet. Alright, just like Trump's a puppet for the elites. Alright, well, the whole nation, everybody on the earth you see is nothing more than a puppet or a character in the Most High's movie.
Let me get started real quick. I'm gonna bring that out in a second. I'm gonna start real quick though. So the book of better. Book of Isaiah chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 11 and read on down a little bit. Isaiah 2 and 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty.
Right? And how is that going to come? That's going to come by the thermonuclear missiles. Malachi the 4th chapter, the 1st verse. Okay, it speaks about the day coming that shall burn as an oven. The Lord always talked about the fire. Okay, that's going to come by the missiles. That's how everybody that's proud is going to be humbled, because Most High is a consuming fire. Okay, he's going to consume the spirits of those spirits that are proud. With what? That fire. What is that fire? That fire is going to be physical. Because if you can't receive it spiritually, okay, you spiritually got to receive that fire, okay, by being in order. But since you can't receive that, guess what? Yahweh Shai is going to give you that fire physically, man. And that's Zechariah the 14th chapter. Okay, being destroyed because you was not able to be in order. You couldn't understand order. All right, you couldn't be obedient to order. Okay, you want to do your own will. You didn't understand that Yahweh Shai was setting up order on planet Earth, man.
You talking about Esau?
Yeah, and yes, Esau. Yeah, and then
tell you the wicked shall not understand. Right, Esau's doing his role perfectly. Esau ain't doing nothing wrong. He doing what he got to do. Esau's playing his role out. Just like the villain in the movie, gotta be the villain. He can't say, oh, I don't feel like being the villain. No, it don't matter what you feel like. The director say you're gonna be the villain, that's it.
You get paid to be the villain.
There. You can't change it.
Yeah, because you get brothers sometimes, and I speak for myself as well. We get bent out of shape. We feel some type of way when Esau, does this and that towards us. But hey, man, at the end of the day, he's doing his job. Are you doing yours?
You're gonna hate a stapler for stapling papers? That's what he was made for. You know what I'm saying?
He's going off, but he's not going off. He's doing
exactly.
He's not the righteous.
Does the scripture not say that the Lord created all things, even the wicked for the day of evil?
Exactly. Hey, that's a perfect scripture, man.
That's
especially
what he was created for.
Exactly, especially for you younger brothers out there, man. You brothers that are just coming into this truth, or for you brothers that are on the other side of other camps, man. Keep that in mind, man. The wicked was created for the day of evil. So when you're going through things and when you see certain persecutions coming upon you, especially through the spirit, hey, man, take it like a grain of salt, with a grain of salt, man. Because it ain't nothing that isn't meant to be. Okay? It ain't nothing that ain't meant to be. Just like these missiles, it's something that's meant to be.
As horrible as they are. It's a horrible invention, but
weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, come on, man. Who thought of something like that? It's a horrible thing to invent.
Lord,
that's wicked, bro. Like, are you serious? You see what that shit does? You made that shit, and you're gonna make thousands of them.
Well,
millions.
That's con. That's what makes the Most High so much Salakia. That's what makes the Lord to be glorified, because He made them create the missiles to destroy them, but He also put the Spirit in them to complain about it, to complain about their judgment.
Yeah.
Because we held up the sign this week at camp. You had scoffers come by just smiling. These Edomites. Anyway, brothers know what I'm talking about. You get these Edomites that just walk by camp. They see the missile signs. They see the Sarah Connor sign. Oh, that's from Terminator. Just straight scoffing. Just completely disregarding the missile sign, because that's the spirit that's within them. They don't want to They don't want to take responsibility for the things that they've done. And it's not nothing that man, you fucking devils, you don't ever want to. No, man. It's within their spirit that the Lord gave them to not accept the things that they have done. Because they have to receive their judgment for that exact reason.
And that's why the scripture tell you, man, in Obadiah. That Obadiah runs it down, man. The pride in thy heart has deceived thee. Hey, and what we just read, the Lord's gonna bring let me read it again. Isaiah 13. So like, you know, I know brothers got precepts on that. But this is again Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy. So like it said he's gonna punish the world, and then he separated the wicked. Who is the wicked? You should know who the wicked is. If you don't know who the wicked is, then you should just go ahead and hit that red X at the top of the screen. Go ahead.
It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. All right, the pride of thy what? Pride of thy heart. Okay, right. Talking about Esau, Edom, pursuant to the book of Obadiah. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Who's the terrible? Esau, Edom. Okay, real quick, I want to get this word arrogancy in the blue letter. All right. So it says again, it's the same word. I think you brothers got it already.
No, that was another word.
Pump. Yeah, that was the same word. Yeah.
Oh, that's the same word.
Arrogance just translated differently. That's why you gotta go into this word.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's why
God won.
Same word.
Exaltation, majesty, pride, man. You know? And again, man, you see? It all comes back to you goddamn devils, man. Hey, the Most High, man.
If I can say this real quick, you know, your brother saying, before they created weapons, you know, when Oppenheimer made it, you saw his speech. He started looking like
he was proud.
Yeah, he was.
The Oppenheimers, they funded the Manhattan Project, which was the ones that ultimately created the nukes or the atomic weapons. Which, you know who was part of it? The ones that Esau claims to be one of the smartest men of all time, Albert Einstein. Nothing more than the wise men of Teman.
And what you have right now is nations that have nuclear capability, man. Okay, it's not.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not about you no more, no. Okay, that bully.
No, because say that same knowledge that came out, you know, Albert Einstein, the Oppenheimers, all right, it's now been spread to all nations.
Right. And that same doctrine, that same philosophy, okay, that's been spread out across the four corners of the earth. Guess what? Everybody has drunken of that cup, and they're mad, man. Okay, now you got nations waking up and taking on their customs and like, man, I know what's something wrong about this shit, man. You know?
But what they were living deliciously.
Yeah.
They were being made fat. They were drunk.
Gift destroyed the heart.
Yeah. Right. What was that gift? That gift was the Federal Reserve notes, man. That gift was the IMF, man.
That way of life.
Yeah.
That's why they were made fat. Because what? Again, America's an import country. All these countries, you got shirts from China, Thailand, this, that, and the third. You can get a shirt from Saudi Arabia. You know? Sure. But what? All these nations making money off of you simple ass Americans, man. Babylon the Great.
If I could say this real quick, you know, your brothers is talking about how America don't want to go to war. Well, I was on the online etymology. I typed in because what it is intimidation. When you intimidation is not to actually get into. You looking to make that person fear you as much to the point you don't have to fight.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So they don't want to fight. It was all about intimidation. They dropped that atomic bomb.
Bullies.
Just to intimidate. And when you type in intimidation, the next word for is bully.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's synonyms. So they don't want to fight. Their whole goal is just intimidate to where you don't want to fight. You know, so they don't have to fight. Go ahead.
Those are the ones that can't fight.
Exactly. They're the ones that want to intimidate. If I can intimidate them enough.
It's really weak inside.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
The loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest nigga.
Exactly. And that's been America for the last, what, 200 something years? Since 1776.
What's the dog that talks the most, yaps the most? The fucking Chihuahua. Little skunk ass Chihuahua.
You kick him, you just...
You step up to him and then nigga run to the other side of the house.
You just do this to his rib cage and that... They running down the street yapping. And guess what? America, you yapping right now. The Most High has you in retreat.
Thanks
all right? Yeah, thanks to the Most High. All right? The Most High has you in retreat, man. Really?
And the reason the Most High did that is because it ain't time yet. Because you guys believe America's gonna be the one to make the move. America's gonna do something where all the nations gonna hate them, even their own allies. And who better to do it than DJ Trump? But right now it's not time for it. That's why it was everybody was siding with this whole killing of the general from Iran. But what happened? It de-escalated real quick. They're talking this and that. The planes and Iran struck back, but nothing ain't happening, man. Cause what? We still got prophecies to go.
Right.
Prophecies still gotta happen. But ultimately, you best believe the bully, the hammer of the earth, is gonna make the first move, and that's what's gonna make everyone hate America. They're gonna do something to the extreme, and then everyone's gonna retaliate, man.
It's fucking Americans. It's fucking Americans. What are they gonna say?
They got a problem.
They take it out.
They already hate that.
Yeah.
Everybody already hates the world hates America. All right. I say the American Edomites.
Yeah, right. That's the problem.
That bone.
Yeah, the American Edomites. The world hates America because who were the first people to get released from the U.S. Embassy? The women and the so-called Negroes. So you Edomites, you American Edomites, all right, you proud, pompous, all right, haughty Edomites. The world is looking at you with disgust, disdain.
To this day.
Even more so now, yeah.
Yep.
To this day. Worse.
Want me to get this one for them?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody got something?
Yeah, that brother got that.
Yeah, we can go ahead and close out.
All right, go ahead.
A couple of scriptures.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Wrap it up. So I'll read this real quick. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9 on down.
Yeah.
It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country."
I'm sorry. And what is that? What is that talking about? That's talking about Ezekiel 38. Read that again.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will rise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
Right. And when you read Ezekiel 38, okay, it goes into the land of Gog and Magog. It goes into those people that's in that land, in that region, as we speaking today. Okay, it's not talking about the people because obviously they're being conquered. Okay, all right, but it's talking about
the ancient people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But today those people will be who you would call Vladimir Putin. Okay.
Yep.
Well, like it said, the assembly of people.
Yeah.
Like what it said, Ezekiel 38.
Yeah.
The northern country,
right.
Russia,
right.
Gog and Magog,
right.
They have an assembly. They have the people, those that are gathering with them.
Not just them, but all their allies.
Right. That's right. And ultimately, that's beautiful too, because what Revelation 17 says, America's allies gonna turn on her, bro. So ultimately, bro, America is finished. That's the point of this whole lesson, bro.
There's no way out.
America is through. Okay, you finished. Okay, you got a lot of blood on your hands, man.
Your skirt lifted up.
Yeah, you through. You done. Okay, here it is. This is a land where our forefathers, okay, the so-called Native Americans, okay, guess what? Gad, Reuben, all their blood got to be required. Cause what the book Numbers says, okay, that the
blood defiled the land.
The land, right? Cleanse. That's right.
Blood of him that shit it.
Yeah, that's right. And it hasn't been cleansed till that day, till this day.
And not just Gad and Reuben, all 12 tribes, man.
Straight up.
All 12 tribes. But we're not talking. When we say America, we're talking about North, Central, and South, man.
Word.
Because that's why it's called North, Central, and South America.
Yeah.
Because who conquered it? Them damn devils. The same. It don't matter if they spoke Spanish, Chinese, whatever language they spoke. They devils, man. They Edomites, man. They're the ones that conquered this Western Hemisphere, man. So guess what? This bloody kind, as far as Edomites. You ain't got no Chinese people that conquered any islands or anything over here, man. We had nothing but Edomites conquer this whole side of the earth, man.
And the majority of these nations that have been conquered is what, well, really all of the nations, either the French, the Spanish, or the English.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
all Edomites.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the nations that have been conquered. One of those three has conquered them. The British, the Spanish, or the French. One of the two.
You can be a simpleton. Say, oh, what about Brazil? Nigga, they came from Spain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Portuguese and shit. Bro.
Portuguese,
Those are all
that's
fucking
Spain.
Edomites, though. Just because they got a tan.
That come from the main the EU originally.
Those are all Edomites,
Portugal
bro.
was originally part of Spain. If you didn't know.
All the same devils.
Yeah, it's still an Edomite at the end of the day.
Jake ain't running Brazil.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jake, they just lived there.
Jake ain't running nothing in the
Jake
world.
ain't running his neighborhood.
The only thing Jake running is a mouse, man. That's the only thing Jake running today, man.
Straight. Let me finish this. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Right?
Talking about the other nations. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 38. Okay, that's what's going on right now, man. Okay, here it is. Russia, okay, being the guardian. Okay. All right, against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, real quick, and even Jeremiah 51, it says that had them that bend the bow around about.
Yep.
So that goes with that, man. All the nations coming against this damn wicked ass kingdom, man. Babylon.
This place is fucking wicked as hell.
Even Esau himself is coming up against Babylon. That's how wicked this place is, man.
It's gotta be stopped.
That America First philosophy is backfiring.
Yeah.
Isolationism. Ain't nobody want to fight for America because of what they've been doing around this earth.
See, hey, but that's hey man, you see what happens when you isolate yourself, man. Look what take Esau's example, man. You won't get destroyed, man.
Destroyed.
Look, take Esau for an example of what happens when you isolate yourself, man. You get destroyed, all right? You get fucking destroyed, man.
Because what does isolation get you to? You know, I mean, that really doesn't do nothing for you. Because the Lord didn't do nothing as far as when He worked with His men, His chosen people. There ain't nothing about no isolation, you know. But you know,
Kind of the back.
and so like real quick, that's why the scripture we were going into it at camp earlier today. Satan be divided against Satan. That's Satan dividing himself against Satan through isolation, man.
All that does is create enemies for yourself.
It causes distinction, causes a division, cause strife. And Esau's, man, he's the goat of division, man. The greatest of all time, man.
Go to that's perfect.
Yeah.
I finished this.
If I could say this real quick.
Yeah, by all means.
I said in Hartford, I was looking for it, but it said the Most High made all works 2 and 2, one against the other. So isolation is out of there.
It's
Even the Most
a
High.
false balance.
Yeah, even the Most High, then He made one and the other. Okay, you got this, and you got this. Yep, you got this, and you got this. You got this, and you got this. I just wanted to say that.
And to add to that, he said, what he say? False balance is an abomination unto him, man.
Hey, but I say this: Esau thinks he's right.
It's good.
Esau thinks he's right.
He thinks he's still in power. You know, he thinks it looks good for him. You know, on the outside looking in, it looks pretty good. But
he actually thinks the Most High abandoned us.
he's gonna get a little wicked. That's why it's funny.
That's why the scripture say, stand now in the multitudes of thy enchantments. See if they shall save thee, all right, from destruction. Because he not, man. Once those missiles start to go off, you're going to know, all right, this is your time. Okay, you can go into your underground bunkers. Okay, you can go into your in the sea. But guess what? Okay, how about Shemiel Shah's going to raise up this man to come get you, bro? But this is prophecy. You know, prophecy. Go ahead.
All right, so let me finish on here. So still in verse 9, Jeremiah 50, as I'll read this part again, it says, and they shall set themselves in array against her, from thence she shall be taken.
Right, how are they going to be taken? By the missiles, go ahead.
The hour shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain.
Right, it said expert man. Why? Because Most High, Yahweh Shemiel Shai, created a smith. Okay, and he said that he was going to sweep this place with the besom of destruction.
Yeah.
So this is the will of the Lord.
14.
Okay, this is the Lord is the Lord. Hey, what the scripture say? The Lord setteth up and put it down another. Okay. Hey, Deuteronomy 32. The Lord He healed. Okay, and He wounded. He killed and make alive. So the most issues of death belong to the Lord. We can bring out precepts on the Most High, the one that's doing everything. It's all day. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil.
Right, that's Babylon the Great. That's talking about America. You got to be spiritual and realize that. Go ahead.
And that spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh.
All that spoil her. How is America going to be spoiled? How is America going to be spoiled? America is going to be spoiled by thermonuclear missiles, man.
And all those that spoil will be satisfied.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 11, it says, because ye were glad,
yeah,
because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
Right, it didn't have no peace when we came out, when we went into the land. Okay, we came into Edom, you know, we came and asked for peace. Okay, go ahead.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass.
Right, and how are they doing that? Ultimately, they want to do that by this chip. Okay, go ahead.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded.
Mother is what? Europe?
You're talking about
Britain specifically, yes. But it says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed.
The UK, that's why the UK has been speaking up against America lately, man. Because they're what's say
it says I'll say it again. Verse 12. Yeah, your mother shall be sore confounded.
Which is the UK. Right? Because what was the last Revolutionary War? It was against the British.
Yep.
All right. That's why they had 13 colonies that came up against the British ultimately. Okay. Good.
She that bare you shall be ashamed.
Yeah, she that bare you shall be ashamed, which is the UK. The British.
Don't want nothing to do with this place.
Yeah.
Behold.
But that's the mother of America. The mother of America is Britain or England.
All of our taxes and money ultimately go back over to the Queen.
That goes back to one of the 3 unclean spirits. The money, the financial system goes back to where? London.
Yeah, Buckingham Palace, London. Yeah. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited.
That's talking about America, man.
Yep.
Read it again. The hindermost what?
It says, behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
The hindermost of the nations shall be a desolate desert.
A wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Exactly. The hindermost of the nations, this is the last place to be discovered on the planet, so to say. As far as the new world, as they say.
Right.
Because the known world was over there in from the Middle East, of course.
Asia.
And it spread to what? The Asia, Europe,
Africa.
Okay, Africa.
This
is the most hindered part. All right, America is the most hindered part of the earth. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited.
Because the wrath of Yahweh, what is the wrath of Yahweh? Is what? The nukes. So what's going to cause this place to be uninhabited? The wrath of the Lord.
The nuclear missiles.
Exactly. Go ahead.
But it shall be wholly desolate.
Wholly desolate.
Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Why is that? The missiles. The missiles
like,
gonna be
Damn! You got fucked up.
Making America that lake of fire.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You got it.
And then ultimately it's gonna be inhabited by what? Desert creatures.
Yep. That's the prophecy.
Serpents.
Now your alarm goes off.
Yeah, go ahead though.
God. And hiss at all her plagues. Verse 14, we'll end it here. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. When you think about that, that's Ezekiel 38. Russia,
come against this.
Iran,
and with Brother Red in 50.
Oh, yeah, 50, yeah, earlier.
Right.
Oh, still there, yeah.
Going back to the title, everybody got missiles, bro. I'm sorry.
That's why they say themselves in array.
That's
As a
right.
matter of fact, somebody get the word array.
Yep.
Let's see what that means.
Etymology?
The etymology Bible shop.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy, man.
Cause that's showing you that the whole everyone's coming up. Ultimately, the whole world is coming up against America, and then while they in the midst of that, they're gonna end up coming back to America to fight against the Lord. But that's a different topic, you know.
Bro, I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
Bro, that's the Lord you gonna fight. Ultimately,
Yeah.
y'all busting me outside, you gonna be fighting against.
Now.
You know, but they don't know that.
But what?
For not very long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very
yeah,
long
yeah.
because ultimately they're gonna shoot missiles.
Might be one day.
If that, maybe an hour or so, maybe 3 hours. Because ultimately, when the Lord's returning, and people start fighting against him, that means the missiles is if not already in the sky, they ready going to get into the sky. So they're not gonna come back to America very long, you know.
Let's go back and read.
'Cause remember it said the
There,
beast-
the second position.
And his angels against Michael and his angels, the beast, all right, is about to hate the whore. So America is gonna be irrelevant at that time. You know what I'm saying? The missiles gonna be on the way to America, you know. Cause hey, who knows? The scriptures don't specify how long they gonna fight against Yahushua. That could be a 30-minute battle.
That's how long it take the missiles.
Exactly. So you know,
In other words, put
you know,
yourself
just us speculating.
Yeah,
with the
just
spirit.
put yourselves in a race.
Oh, right here.
You got it?
Yeah, you got it. Boom.
What was that? You didn't have it in.
Are we, no, this is in Jeremiah still. I'm still reading
Get
Jeremiah.
in the blue letter.
Well, you got the etymology.
Get the blue letter. But, well, okay, get the etymology.
You had it on the screen right now.
Get the etymology and then get the blue letter though.
It says order or position of things, arrangement, sequence, from Anglo-French, array, Old French, array, from arrear, to put in order.
So they're gonna be in order. They're gonna be in arrangement. Okay.
Rank or line of soldiers.
Rank or line. So put them in rank or line, in line of the military, so to say, around about who? Babylon.
Position, in other words.
Yeah.
Position.
Troops drawn up in battle formation, also equipment,
So
furnishing,
put them in formation, battle formation around America.
And I got
That's how they're gonna shoot the missiles.
Scared
Here's
to
the-
get
What's the word?
a rock.
A rock?
Yeah. It says.
Alright.
It says. To. Shut up, man. You want to read it? The definition says to arrange.
Nah, it's a lot. You gotta do it like they do. H2.
I will say that though. Yeah, kind of. It is H61 85. H61 85. It says to arrange, set or put in lay in order, set in array, prepare, order, ordain, handle, furnish, esteem, equal, direct, compare.
Write Strong's definition.
It says arrange, put in order, in a very wide variety of applications. Put, set, the battle self.
Okay.
An array, compare, direct, equal, esteem, same thing.
Set against.
Yeah, so they're gonna set it against, but in the battle array, you know.
Battle array, yeah, to arrange.
Battle
you know.
formations, like, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about war over here, y'all.
Yeah. Battle formations, you know, we ain't talking about battleship, you know, chess, the game.
I suck your battleship.
Yeah, exactly. The Monopoly, whatever the hell they call it, game board.
Our chess. I mean, this is chess on a high,
Yeah,
you know,
chess
level.
on a divine level. But
I didn't finish this yet, though.
Alright, yeah.
So let me finish this and then bring that on, and then we can knock it out. So back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14, it says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow."
All you that been a bow, what is the bow? What is the arrow?
Yeah.
What is the bow and arrow? That's talking about the silo. Okay, and that's talking about the missiles, man.
silos, submarines,
Yeah, yeah.
planes, whatever method of delivering that arrow. That's
Right.
what it's talking about.
And if you're not spiritual, you can't receive that.
It's too much.
You gotta be spiritual. Okay, go ahead.
All ye that bend the bow.
All you that been a boat, that's talking about all the nations. Everybody got missiles. Okay? Everybody got missiles. Right? All you that been the boat.
Yeah, all the nations that
Then
got this.
Isaiah 54:16 says the Lord created the smith.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shoot at her.
Shoot at her. Who's the her?
That great whore.
That great whore. Who is the whore? The whore is Babylon.
Mystery
On
Babylon.
Babylon.
But who is the
The
mystery?
mother of harlots.
That's right.
Fat ass.
But you
USA.
right, and you gotta give diligence to know who that mystery Babylon is, man.
It could be USA.
It could be the Vatican City.
Nah, it's not USA. It's not USA. It could be the Vatican be USA.
It can be.
Like, damn. Oh, man.
Shoot at her.
Yeah, you saw what I'm talking about.
Spare no arrows.
Spare no arrows.
Just USA.
The missiles, right?
The whole world.
Yeah. God.
Don't listen to him, man.
Spare no arrows. Is that
The
talking
whole
about
world
arrows?
destroy itself.
Yeah,
You gonna shoot an arrow from one side of the earth to the other?
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did the video.
Well, first he said, yeah.
He's part of it. He said, yeah, America's a part of it. Then he said, man, America's not a part of that. Then he said, the whole world. Babylon the Great is the whole world.
Okay.
That's Christianity for you.
The whole world has drunken of the wine, but you know, no, Babylon's right here where we sit and drinking. It says, shoot at her, spare no arrows.
Spare no. Hey, so what? Revelations 9 chapter. Okay, that fire. Okay, that's in their mouth. Okay, in their tail. That's talking about the missiles, man. They're not going to miss their target.
Right.
Go ahead.
Joel chapter 2.
Joel chapter 2.
That's what that is, yep.
Before them is the Garden of Eden, but behind it,
Destruction.
What?
Desolation.
come
Yeah.
on. Joel.
What does that mean? What does that mean,
Break that
Christians?
You know.
What does that mean, Catholicism?
Yeah.
They haven't read-
Vocab? What? Break that down, vocab.
They haven't read Joel and since the forever, man.
He ain't
Since they read the Bible front
He
to
ain't
back.
read vocab since he came into the truth. Or to Christianity.
Yes.
Well, they can read it all they want, they still not gonna get it.
I read the Bible front to back, so yeah, you read Joel. So what does it mean?
So has many prisoners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They still locked up.
Good.
How many,
niggas.
how many precepts in there can you get in Joel the 2nd chapter? You know how many precepts in Joel the 2nd chapter that can link to the Old Testament going to the New Testament? But you can't even comprehend it, man. Because you're looking at it carnally. Okay, we're spiritual men up here, man. We understand what it means. Alright?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, like Yahweh said unto the disciples, to you it is given.
Right.
To them is not. Given
Right.
the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Because ultimately, all these things we read about is the mystery of the kingdom of heaven. How we gonna get there? What's gonna go down before? All right. All the things that's happening. What's been happening? What's gonna happen? These are the mysteries that Lord, Dwada Yahweh Shemashai has revealed unto us, man.
Starting with your elders and apostles,
Yeah.
set the path, and we follow the path, and we were given the light.
Who did it start with? It started with the apostles through Yahweh Shai. In the scriptures.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? In the scriptures. It started with
the gospel.
in the gospels. Alright?
Hey,
Hey, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. If I may say something, and we understand death.
yeah, that's another thing.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, man. You know, you people don't understand death.
Oh,
We understand death, man. Alright, we understand that through Yahweh Shai we have life. Okay, that's the problem with you people on the planet Earth.
Kind of. Stay on top of
I'm
it.
sorry.
Let's finish out,
I'm sorry.
brother.
Yeah, I was sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
4 in the morning.
Sorry.
I'll read verse 14 straight through, and then you can read your closest
Yeah,
scripture. So Jeremiah 15:14 says, "Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she
real
has."
quick, it says spare no orders, meaning all the missiles gonna be shut off. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna be no missiles in the kingdom of heaven.
They're still left over.
In a mute, you know, with a little glass. No.
Like, we
They
still
all
gonna be
going-
finding them like, oh, there's
Yeah.
more missiles. Oh, yeah.
They all gonna be. And if there, let's say there is, guess what? We gonna have to burn them anyway. The scripture tells you we gonna
Oh,
burn
yeah.
the weapons. So, but the scriptures say that spare no arrows. So all the enemies of Babylon, they gonna send
All
them.
of them.
Alright?
The nukes are gonna be shot. You know, all the other shit.
No
you know,
doubt about
Yeah,
it.
the nukes are all gonna be busted off over here.
Because what the scripture says, weapons of his indignation.
Indignate. The Lord is pissed off so much that every single missile that's
Right.
existing
That's his fury.
land over here.
Yeah, they ain't our fury, that's his fury.
It ain't gonna be like, let me say 2. Let's just say 2.
Yeah, maybe one.
Yeah, say 1.
For remembrance.
No.
Yeah, fuck this. So it says, and in the scripture it says, "For she hath sinned, who's the she? Babylon the whore. For she hath sinned against the Lord."
Woo! And what is Babylon, bro? Babylon the Great, that's America. But you gotta understand the prophecies, which is Revelation 18 chapter. How did she sin against the Most High? How did her sins reach into the heavens?
She put the Israelites in slavery.
Right,
The biggest blasphemy of the Holy Spirit was right here in America.
right.
they crucified the Lord.
To this day.
You know?
Until, like the scriptures say, until this day.
Until this
You know what I'm
day.
saying?
Right.
The scriptures say, until this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, until this day.
Yeah.
The biggest blasphemy is right here.
You got a lot to pay for. They got the children of Israel looking real fucked up over here.
Yeah.
The greatest atrocities done unto the apple of the Most High's eye was done right here in America, man. And we've been through a lot.
Generation after generation.
And guess what? It's going to be even worse in these last days. Go ahead and read that and we got it here.
This is Jeremiah. I'm going to jump down to where you was at. Jeremiah 50, verse 22.
Yes.
A sound of battle is in the land.
And what is that sound of battle? That's us blowing the trumpet. The Lord told us to blow that, raise up that voice like a trumpet. What sound of the trumpet are we blowing right now? The sound of battle. All right, that's what in the ancient world, where you had different sounds of the watchmen would give out. The watchmen right now, which are the prophets of the Lord, they're giving out the sound of battle. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, to clarify for you Christians, that sound that we like the brother just said, that trumpet that we blowing is this word. All right, because this word talks about war. This scriptures talk about destruction. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you. All right, I don't know if we want to get it or not. But, all right, come. Jeremiah.
Let them look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Do your own
It's in the scriptures, man. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land.
Sound of battle is in the land.
And that's right, man. St. Matthew's the 24th chapter, man. When the disciples came unto Yahushua to inquire, okay, our kingdom coming? Yahushua, he told them of the things that was going to come. And the things that were going to come was the destruction. Things that were going to come was the uprising, okay? The upwars, the coming up against men that believe, right? The persecution. Yahushua said, look, man, the servant is not greater than his master. They persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. Okay? So he warned us of these things,
and
man.
Now it's happening like in real time, so we understand like, okay, so this war shit that they're talking about, like this is really, and we see the precursors of it, so like, okay, yeah, this is actually real. This ain't no bullshit.
That's right. Yeah. Because the war is a spiritual war, man. And you Jake's been losing the spiritual war for a long time. For decades upon decades, man. But this truth has been revealed unto us. That's why the scriptures say the truth that's been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Yeah, and that's why now it's up to the elect to cast the strongholds down. You know? Because like the scriptures say that
on the left hand
so
side.
the scriptures say that the sound. Read it again. The sound of the sound of war.
Jeremiah 50 and 22. Yeah, kind of lucky, but we could go all day, like you say. Jeremiah 50.
So we started doing fucking roast sessions and shit.
It's a domestic dispute.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction.
Great destruction. Again, what is that? That's the watchmen, the seers, the prophets of the Lord. Is that it on that precept?
A little bit more.
All right.
Verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Who's the hammer of the whole earth? Who's the bully of the earth? Who is the one going around telling you what you can and can't do? And if you don't do what he says, he slaps sanctions on you. And we'll leave that as an open-ended question. All right? So with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruach Kodash.
The honors to the elder apostle, Great Millstone, and salutation and much love to you out there, pushing out his word, truth, sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.